Hey, welcome to Fans of the Forge. I'm Chris. To my left we have
Sean.
To my right we have
Teresa.
And this is just kind of a catch-up episode.
Yeah,
How's it going?
What you doing?
So we're not going to do any wrap-ups as part of this one. We did our wrap-up recordings. Those are separate. We put those out already, or they're coming out soon, depending on when this goes up. I don't know. But we figured we would go through some of our other segments and just have a little bit of fun. So, first up, Teresa, what you drinking?
Good old Sam Adams winter lager. It's December now. Whoa, green screen, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but you can still read it. Wouldn't you know it? I'm also drinking the winter lager. Sam Adams right there. Very delicious.
Home from a work dinner. It was left over.
That's the best.
Free beer.
Free beer.
Good. What about you, Sean?
You tell me. It's a Heineken.
Oh. Hey, there you go. Very nice. The green screen effect is very great for this.
Yep.
I love it. So that's what we're drinking. Recently, we all kind of got together at the house, and it leads us into Tales from Infinite Forge, and
Let's do it.
some work that we've been doing lately. Was it last Saturday?
Last Saturday, yep.
I invited some people over to the workshop,
Forging party.
do a forging party. We invited our friends Jordan and Becky and their daughter. We invited Teresa's dad, and I also invited Sean.
Yeah.
And so around 9 o'clock in the morning, it's that Saturday, in a 30-some-odd degree day.
It's chilly.
Brought the forge outside, got it lit, got the some metal warming up so we could use the anvil in the cold.
Got some coffee on the campfire.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Started a campfire,
Yeah.
got some coffee going.
It's pretty good.
That was fun.
It worked out.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
The
it
coffee
was
pretty
good. Yeah.
And it was nice to have that after being outside for a while. But, we decided, I wanted to get some more work done, and I thought it'd be cool if we had some people over. I invited you first because...
I'm the best.
Well, I can't say no. But
And then my dad was second.
well, yeah. And
We shared a spot.
either way, the original idea was I just wanted to invite you over to come hang and forge with me.
Aw, thanks, buddy.
Because I know you enjoy it.
Yeah.
And you don't get to do it as much as I do because I have it all here.
Yeah.
So I invited you, and then I was thinking, I'm like, well, it's going to be over.
I don't really like Sean that much. I need a buffer. So I'll invite my father-in-law and some other people with their daughter who's not even a year old yet.
The idea was so that she would play with our kids.
Right, that was the idea.
So we thought. It ended up being Jordan and me and all the kids in the house. And you all forging outside.
Right. So Becky came out and forged, Dave, Teresa's dad forged, and Sean forged. And because I was kind of like teaching a little bit, because I was, guiding Becky and Dave on what to do, I kind of stood back. I had a couple projects I was working on, but I was trying to be as helpful as I could to them so that they could actually make something on their own. And they both forged out some pretty cool looking hooks, I thought.
And then my dad was like, I got to go. And ended up finishing.
Yeah, he's like, I got to leave. You can cut off the end. I'm like, I'll do something nice. And so he left. I finished that up. And then, Sean, you were working on a hook as well.
Yeah, we had some square stock. I said, you know what? I think I can make a hook like we did that time.
Yep.
Our first lesson. So I gave it a whirl, and it came out pretty good. I was somewhat surprised that it came out the way it did. So, yeah.
Well,
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting because I've done a couple hooks myself since then. I've been working on some other stuff. But I had not remembered all of the lessons from that first blacksmithing.
I was really digging deep to try to remember what we did. Remember, drawing out the point and then bringing it back around and then, throw a twist in there and then trying to remember how the order of operation for some things and whatnot. So I ended up pulled out one of the old hooks we made as a reference, and it worked out. And
that helped a lot.
Yeah,
actually.
it did.
'Cause, I was looking at it, and I was like, I've made hooks recently, and I'm like, something's not right here. But No, it went pretty well.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I was working on a couple of other things. Some candy canes, some horseshoe. I'm working on a fire poker. I don't know if it's gonna get long enough. I've drawn that thing out so long so far out of one horseshoe. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it much longer without it becoming structurally not sound anymore. So we'll see. But I was working on that.
Yeah.
And it was a good time.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
And it warmed up kind of as the morning was going on. And then after that, we all took a little trip over to Dragon's Breath Forge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sean went.
I popped in for about 2 minutes.
Just poked your head in.
Poked my head in. I had somewhere else I had to go. All the guys were kind of busy talking to people, so I didn't want to interrupt. So I just poked around. I saw Matt Parkinson's doing a demo.
Yep.
Matt Berry was selling his stuff, and Jamie was selling some
His
merchandise.
and Matt's. So he had like both of their stuff.
Yeah, he was in the office like selling shirts and shit. And I was like,
he was in the office when you.
Yeah, he was in the office. So, checked it out. They had a decent crowd there. Parking lot was full. So yeah.
We got there maybe like a half an hour later, so Sean was already gone.
Yeah, because I had an issue with my tire that we had to try to figure out. Turns out it was a screw in the tire, but it's all good now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we went over there. We poked around. We brought the girls. It was interesting.
Found out the little one really likes donuts.
Yeah,
really likes donuts.
So she saw they had a donut company there,
Yeah.
and she saw the donut. And she's like, "Can I have a donut?" She's like, "Well, you didn't eat any real food today, kid. You're going for a donut now." But it kept her occupied.
Yeah.
In a room where people are selling knives right out on a table, so that helped. But even then, we went over to Matt Berry and we were talking to him, and we were chatting and we introduced the kids, and Bethy reaches up and he has a knife right there.
So it starts like he has jewelry effectively. He's got rings and bracelets, arrowheads that are pointy, and then she's like the giant knife, like putting her tiny little hand up there.
And we're like, I think I grabbed her and pulled her away.
Yeah.
And then I think I held on to her pretty much after that the entire time. And then it was like after we were there for a few minutes, she saw the donut. Once she had the donut,
when we were at the local, we got bacon and sausage.
Oh, the charcuterie guy.
Oh, I saw that dude. He was selling some sausage.
Oh,
yeah.
we have some spicy salami that we bought upstairs, and we also got
bacon.
Ooh.
We've made some pretty awesome bacon grilled cheeses.
Oh my gosh, that stuff's really good. I wish I don't have the name.
He's in Woodbridge, Connecticut. Off the hand, I don't know the name either, but
I'll find it and post up about it or something. But very good stuff. And there was a guy that was doing leather working. There's a couple guys that make knives.
His business card had Head Goblin. It's like Goblin Works.
Oh, Goblin Works leather.
Oh yeah, I saw those people. They caught my eye.
They were interesting. They had some.
He was wearing horns.
The leather horns. On, so it was kind of cool. There was another guy that was there that I guess is working part-time down at Dragon's Breath now. From what he was saying, he's from
out of Rhode Island,
but he comes down. I think he said
once a
week to work in the shop, make Damascus and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. We saw Matt was still doing his demo when we got there, and so we went down. We did what we were going to do. Bought a few things. I also brought a couple bottles of hot sauce down.
Ooh.
Gave those out. Left those there for the Dragon's Breath guys. And gave one to Matt as well.
Nice.
And then we called it a day.
Yeah.
But speaking of other stuff related to Infinite Forge, this is something I've been working on. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see I've been making these candy canes. And I got the idea for this from Josh Weston, seeing him make a bunch of these things. So I bought a bunch of different stock, like a hexagonal stock, a couple different sizes of square stock, and just went to town making candy canes.
Cool.
And I have something like 24, I think I made.
He had a list of like 28 to give out to people, and he did not make it.
I couldn't make 28.
List.
And
I think
then
24
it snowed,
sounds right.
And so I'm not probably going to be able to get out there and make any more before that snow melts. We'll see. So
shovel a little area.
I could
I
probably
think it's supposed to get warm next week.
We'll see.
It's supposed to be like 50s Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh,
weird.
okay. So maybe I'll get a chance. But anyway, made a bunch of these, made a few more of the heart horseshoe hooks, and prepped some more of those, straightened more hooks. And I made, a couple batches of hot sauce. I made a raisin habanero hot sauce, which is interesting.
It sounds interesting.
It was based off of one of the ones that was on Hot Ones. When we were doing the hot sauce hammer-off, there was like a brown sauce. I forget what it was, but it was like delicious. It wasn't like super spicy, but it was like really
More like
good.
a mole kind of thing? No,
not quite a
just
mole.
making stuff up.
Mole is a little bit different of a Mexican style sauce, but this was a little different. But I have a couple bottles of it.
All right.
And then I also made jalapeno mango pineapple. And Teresa did the nice ribbon on this candy cane.
By a nice ribbon, it's that you tie it and then you take the scissors and go.
Zip.
And that's for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks,
that's
pal.
your Christmas gift.
Hey, all right.
So, do you have a Christmas tree up?
I do.
There you go. That goes right on the Christmas tree, man. It's good to go.
Sweet.
And I think that's pretty good. It's not that spicy. It's jalapeno, so it's light. You can put it on stuff and not burn your face off.
Take a whiff. Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. And I've gone through a couple bottles myself so far, so I think you'll like it. And is there anything else? Oh, I have been doing one other thing. I bought a second forge that has a side door. And 2 burners because I want to start getting. I feel like the single burner that I have is not reaching the temperature that I want it to reach. And if I can get the metal a little hotter, it would make a lot of the forging easier.
Yeah.
And so this guy was selling a forge and a post vise. So I got the post vise and forge from him, and I set them up in the shop. The post vise works great. It's heavy duty.
Yeah.
You can hammer on it if you need to. Worked great for doing twists. It took a while to get it mounted because the thing weighs like 90 pounds. But we got it in there. It's in the workshop. But the forge, it's got pipes coming off of it with a male thread, and the guy that I got it from was like, well, I use the regular hose that I would use for connecting to the grill, like a regular propane tank. And he was running a 2-burner forge off of a regular small propane tank, which generally they say you can't do that because it'll freeze up because of the amount of pressure coming out. Apparently he had it working. Well, I tried to figure out how to connect my propane tank, which is the big 100-pounder, to this thing. And I already have an adapter in there now to run the single burner forge because that uses the type of propane end that a regular propane tank would on the burner. So I put the adapter in for that, but now I can't screw any of this stuff on. I went and I got a hose that reduced it down to another dimension, but it still isn't quite right. And it doesn't all match up because there's one piece missing. I need an adapter to go from, I forget what the sizes are, 5/8 to a half or something like that in the thread sizes that these are all attaching.
Right.
And I found online this one adapter, and I ordered it. And then I get an email 2 days later saying, our supplier is no longer making this, and we're canceling and refunding your order. It's like, well, shit. So now I don't know what to do. And I know there's got to be other ways to get this thing attached. And there's ways to do it with pipe. I've seen people using pipe before to run forges. So I'm wondering if I could just use some pipes. I just don't know what type of piping you can use for that, or if they have to use a special type of.
Can you go to a site that sells forges? Maybe just have a kit.
Maybe.
For a 2-burner setup.
I could look. I didn't think to check that out.
I'm sure, parts and shit go bad, hoses rot or whatever, so they might just sell parts to go with it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll have to look and see. It's a good option. Maybe that'll work out. But anyway, other than that, I think that's it. That's all I've been working on. I did put some hints out there for Christmas gifts and ordered a couple things to increase the productivity of getting some knives actually made. Part of the reason I haven't finished knives based off the ones I've started is I didn't have a good way to mark the center for where you're supposed to grind to, so I've been doing it by eye.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to the point where it's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that fully straight by eye right now. So I didn't want to keep doing that to the other blades I was working on. So we'll see. Maybe within the next little while after Christmas, I'll have a couple new little tools to make that part go a little easier.
Yeah.
But I did get some time on the grinder and did some cool stuff and did a little grinding.
Yep.
I think I showed you the letter opener.
Yes.
I got that pretty sharp, I thought.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
As a letter opener.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be a regular knife blade on something like that.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It was cutting through cardboard pretty easily, so it was nice. So that was fun. So that was a good little exercise in grinding. And that's it. That's all I got. I got nothing else to talk about. That's the Tales from Infinite Forge. Anyway, we also have another segment we haven't done in a long time.
What do we got?
The GramScan.
Oh, the GramScan.
I'm
been
sorry.
working on.
I'm sorry. I forgot.
I don't always get to forge because I'm like in with the kids. So I do crafty things.
Yes. What did you make?
I made a bonnet.
A horse bonnet.
The horse's name is Nemo. Get it? Like Finding Nemo.
It's the colors of a clownfish.
Oh, okay.
Sean didn't get it.
Well, I was like, but you know where the horse is, so you don't have to find it.
Wait, no, but it's like,
Is this
The
right
colors
way?
go with the.
Yeah.
This goes in the front, right?
yes, that's the front. So I've been working on finishing up some bonnets that I'd started. Particularly proud of this one.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Almost makes me look like a demon or something. It's weird.
Well, yeah, because your head's too small for it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's cool. And you also just finished. Was that the one you just posted, or was there another one?
No, so this work dinner that I went to last night, part of it was like raffle prizes. So I made one just like sewing. So you use an old tie-dye t-shirt and you cut it out. And then a bandana for the ears. And then I put some ribbon on the trim so I wouldn't have to actually do a hem. And put that in a box with tie-dye like bottles and stuff. And so you can win this little tie-dye kit with the pattern to make it.
Neat.
Yep.
Well, thank you for sharing. That was very nice.
It was nice until you cut her off.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I jumped the gun. Now, continuing on,
All right.
we can do the GramScan.
All right.
So, at least for our fans of the Forge account, I've been kind of going the past few days. I've been looking at some friends of the show and seeing some of the things that they've been posting in relation to the Christmas holiday. And I made the candy canes, and other people like Josh Weston, he's made tons of different ornaments. Like,
Well, that was, I think that one in particular, I saw that and I sent it to you. I'm like, hey, you could do this.
yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, and so
There you go.
there was that. He's also made like toboggans. He made Santa,
Like little- yeah.
wizard like head,
Very
sort of
cool
things.
ornaments.
It's
Yeah.
very neat looking.
Yeah.
And we also noticed Fawada Cowie, he's selling some knives, and he was putting out a little message, hey,
Yeah.
come see what I got for knives for sale. And Spicy Mike a few weeks ago put out a thing where he had a special limited edition Spicy Mike hot sauce gift set, where it was like a bunch of different hot sauces that he made.
All right.
And
Drunken Smithy's been posting some cool things. Can't think of anything in particular, but he usually shows up in my feed.
yeah, Drunken Smithy's got some good stuff. Was there somebody else that I posted?
Well, you kind of mentioned Hippo Head.
That's right. Yeah, Colin Sage,
Yeah.
our friend of the show, who we mentioned recently. He posted that he's
What?
Oh, I thought you were pinching my leg.
No.
I'm sorry. Anyway, Colin posted that he's making the jump from part-time to full-time smith.
All right.
Which, more power to you, bud.
Yeah.
That's
Good
going to
luck.
be interesting. We look forward to seeing how it goes for you. He's definitely been posting some cool photos of some Damascus blades that he's been working on. I don't know if you saw anything that he posted yesterday, or I think it was yesterday.
That
he
one that he
broke the knife.
Yeah.
So he's showing a knife off on a video and how he can shave his face with it. And
He was cutting through
a pepper. He was cutting through a pepper. Then he put shaving cream on, shaves his face, and then he goes to like shake off the shaving cream, and he stops for a second. He's like, huh. And then he puts his safety glasses on and he just goes like this, and the tip of the knife breaks off.
He like banged it against the anvil or something.
Yeah,
right?
like he hit it against it, and then he's just like, well, sometimes you can't win them all, and he just throws it. And then today he showed himself, going in there, drawing a new profile to grind out and make just a smaller knife out of it. So
yeah, he said sometimes it looks perfect, but it was cracked. He said it was a crack in it or something like that.
Yeah. So it's tough to say. But that was interesting. So he's got stuff for sale up on his new website. But yeah, that's all the different people I've seen and stuff on the GramScan. You seen anything good lately, Sean?
I don't think so.
No,
it's all trash.
All of it's trash.
Yeah, it's mostly trash.
What about any good Baby Yoda memes or anything like that?
I love the Baby Yoda memes.
I did just see one a few minutes ago.
Found a pattern to make Baby Yoda. I still have to figure out how much it would cost.
Yeah, you got to pay for it. It's a crocheted Baby Yoda.
I've purchased patterns before. They're usually like $5 or so. But
That's
this
not
one's
bad.
fairly complicated.
Yeah, it
take me
does
a
look
while.
complicated.
It's so cute. And it's like you can take the robe off. So it's like an actual stuffed animal toy that you could change the clothes.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's pretty cool.
But the ones that have been out lately are him with the cup.
Yeah. Because, so this show, The Mandalorian's on Disney Plus, and that's where this Baby Yoda character comes from.
Yeah.
And it's like every episode, there's another scene that just has Baby Yoda doing something completely relatable that everybody loves.
Okay.
And so there was one scene where they're taking him away and he's in what looks like a little push cart or something, and he's just looking with big wide eyes like, you've betrayed me, as he and then there's another one where they're at a campfire in the morning, and it looks like he's just drinking a little coffee or something. He's just
but it's huge for him.
it's a giant cup in his little baby hands, and he's just sitting there. And then there was another video of him sitting at the dashboard of the spaceship with the Mandalorian character.
Yeah.
And the guy's saying something to him. You see Baby Yoda reach over and press a button, and it goes green. And the guy's like, "Don't touch that." And he turns it off. And then Baby Yoda does it again, and it goes green. And he's like, "Stop! Don't touch the buttons, please."
So then there's the classic where Baby Yoda's looking at him while he just kind of leans.
And then it goes red, and then the ship starts shaking. And so he's like, "Okay." So the guy grabs him and moves him. And so we were watching this one video where somebody had replaced the audio with
different songs.
Yeah, but the song that was Africa.
Oh yeah.
And so every time he pressed the button,
He swears.
Raise out Africa. And then it really when it picks up, when it hits the red, it's just bang. It's so
pretty
good. All right, what do you got, Sean? Yeah, that works. So why don't you describe that?
So, what is this character?
That's the Mandalorian.
All right, that's the Mandalorian.
He's
holding
Boba Fett.
Baby Yoda, and on the Mandalorian it says "Dad's," and then on the Yoda it says the cat they said they didn't want. So he's,
And I almost shared that with you because I misread it, and I glanced over the word "didn't" as if it's Dad's, and then it's the dog they said they wanted, and it's the dad carrying the dog that the kids wanted, because that's more like real life.
Yeah. Oh, the Baby Yoda memes are pretty good. You gotta like that.
math test. Bob has 36 candy bars. He eats 29. What does he have now? Well, for Brinley raising his hand.
Oh, wasn't expecting that one.
Oh, the Grape Juice Boys.
Grape Juice Boys is good stuff.
Yeah.
I saw another Grape Juice Boys one. I'm not going to share it on here. I'll show it to you after the show. It's a little more graphic or risque, which most of their humor is.
Yeah. And then Peter Bert's been churning out knives, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. He's been making a lot with his Woots stuff that he's been making.
Oops.
Yep. And I guess that's it. Anything else you want to talk about or mention?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Nah.
That's it.
That's it.
So it was fun to catch up and go into some of the stuff we've been doing.
And then maybe next week we'll have another Oak Island wrap up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that. We can get that in order. And, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to start falling behind now.
we're so far behind on everything.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
it's rough.
It's not really. It doesn't really matter. Who cares?
It's tough, man.
Nobody.
It's tough out there. And that wrap up life. It's rough, man.
Well, we do got to do a couple more Oak Island episodes because, like I mentioned, we got more Instagram likes on the post that went up today of our second wrap up of Curse of Oak Island for this season than we had on some of the more recent Forge and Fire wrap ups. So let's expand into that Oak Island crew and see what's going on there.
Talking about now, we can just tap into like the ancient aliens, like
group.
Jeez. We'll be in, man.
That's it. We'll have to change to like fans of the History Channel or something and just cover everything.
Moonshiners, that's back on now.
Oh God, I can't.
You know, Tickle got Tim back in the woods to look at this, to go back to his roots. I'm like, listen, he doesn't need to go back there. He doesn't need that junk. And it's like, you're not taking him back. Like, you're talking like the elite at like, oh, Tim might go back in the woods and start. He's a legal moonshine, like distiller. He can't go illegally make stuff on television now. Like, get out of here. But I still watch the show.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks for that incredibly detailed wrap up.
Hey, that was pretty good, right? That was pretty good.
We could do.
That was like 2 or 3 episodes worth of.
Oh my God.
Tim and Tickle, like they're just like going into the woods and like it's stupid.
Tim and Tickle going into the woods.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They're going back to the roots.
Fantastic. You know what?
There you go.
We'll have to do some.
If you want,
I foresee a
we'll have
segment.
Sean's like moonshine corner segment.
Yeah. Sean's Moonshine Minute, and then you just
there.
you
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
I like
perfect.
that.
Yeah, I like
moonshine minute.
We could do that.
All right. I'll put some notes together.
Hashtag
and
Moonshiners.
let's do it.
Hashtag fans of the History Channel.
Yeah. Well, and Discovery. That's on Discovery.
Oh, that's Discovery.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Well, hold on a second.
Yeah.
That's completely different.
They're not owned by the same company?
No.
No. That's too bad.
It's okay. We did like Master of Arms, and that
Yeah.
was on Discovery Channel as well.
Yeah, no Prep Kings on Discovery just wrapped up too. I just finished watching that.
What is it?
Yeah, it's a bunch of race car dudes.
Oh my God.
Street racers racing on a drag strip.
Oh.
For a lot of money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, dang. So many TV shows out there.
Yeah. Gold Rush is still going on.
I have my cooking
Watching
shows.
that.
We've been watching Rick and Morty.
Ah,
That's
man.
pretty good.
I fell off Rick and Morty a long time ago.
You should go back and check it out.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I should.
It's good. All right.
All right.
We're blathering on at this point. So thanks, everybody, for watching. We will catch you.
If you want us to recap a show,
Tell us what shows you
tell us
want.
what show, and we'll.
I would love to talk about Rick and Morty. I love that show.
Okay, well,
That's an option. I'm just saying.
there's a lot of episodes.
We'll just pick our favorites.
Okay.
And then,
Because Zorp
As we're
Field.
so far
Zorp
behind
Field's pretty
That's
good.
on the show that we formed this podcast over.
Yes. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already, or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And, follow our Instagrams separately. I'm Infinite Forge at Infinite_Forge. Teresa's at Thea.creates2019. And Sean is at... Do you even care?
No.
No?
I'm not putting anything out there.
Okay.
I haven't added anything in a long time.
All right, then don't even worry,
about
Sean.
it.
Just follow Fans of the Forge.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We will talk to you soon.
See ya.
Bye.